The earliest religious experiences were of the indigenous people across the lands. They are the original inhabitants of our world. Cosmogony is a model of the origins of the universe, and the supreme being might be male or female. Most important, though, is the awareness that one has a relationship to the great power, and yet this power itself always remained unseen. There is kinship with creation in indigenous religions, and animals have power. The shaman is the mystical intermediary between the physical and the non-physical world. And there are traditional healers within indigenous religions. I'm going to tell you a story of creation from the Inuit people. It's called Sedna of the Sea. Sedna was one of the most beautiful, beautiful women, and everyone wanted to be her husband. She wouldn't have anything to do with anyone. She loved to walk along the shoreline, and many people would want to visit with her, but she just ignored them. One day, there was someone out to sea calling her, "Sedna, Sedna, come away with me, Sedna." She ignored him and went back to her father's tent. The next day she went again to the shoreline to walk, and the same man was there. "Sedna, Sedna, come away with me." Well, this went on for several weeks, and then finally one day Sedna arose early in the morning to see the same man out to sea. She had packed her bag and left her father's tent and decided to join the man in the kayak. Little did she know she was with Birdman. Birdman was someone who would change form, and she had come under the spell of Birdman. She soon saw the shoreline slipping away, and it wasn't long before her father had discovered her missing. He had known what had happened and went in pursuit of his daughter. He arrived at Bird Island and was able to take Sedna with him back into the kayak. But soon Birdman realized that his wife was disappeared, and he followed the pair out to sea. They paddled as fast as they could. Sedna's father worked hard against the vertical cold waves. The sea grew angry as Birdman was calling behind them, "Give me my Sedna! Give me my Sedna!" The father grew terrified of the water, and he knew there was only one thing that he could do to save himself. He called Sedna and he said, "Lift up yourself." And he took his machete and he cut off her fingers. And the fingers fell into the sea and became seals. "Oh no, father, please no," she cried. And again the father raised the machete and he cut off her hands. "Oh, father, please no, father." And the hands turned into the walruses. She knew what was going to happen next, and father pushed her overboard, and her body became one with the whales. Sedna to this day is at the bottom of the sea with the whales. Whatever happened to the father, you might wonder? Well, when he arrived back at his camp that night, he slept, but in the morning there was a huge wave that came and took him out to sea. Now, when the animals don't provide the wealth to the Inuit for their food, shamans have to go out to the sea to comb Sedna's hair, for she has no hands to do so. When she's settled, and when her hair is combed, the sea does relinquish once more the richness of its bounty to the Inuit people.